Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to do an unboxing of my Ipsy box. So if you want to see what I got in my March box, just stay tuned. All right, you guys, so I decided to pick up some boxes from Ipsy. Now, here's a little backstory about this. I was a big fan of Boxycharm almost from their very beginnings. Not all the way back to their 2013 history, but around 2017, I was a subscriber to their box for years. When I say years, I ended it whenever, like a month or so after they completely merged with Ipsy. And I'll give you a little backstory as to why that is the case. But my box did come in. And as you notice on here, it got the Ipsy brand on here. But then it says here about all the other things that they carry. The glam bag, the Boxycharm, which that's what this box is. Then they got their icon box. Then they have something called refreshments. So let me open this up and let's dig into it so we can see what the other items are. I'll show you the other items. So this is what the box looked like when you open it. And they have this card in here. Now it's interesting to me that it still says Boxycharm on this one. So I'm sure I'm going to learn a few things on this. This is the card that was inside. Now, I pulled some items because do you guys, were any of you subscribed to Boxycharm and continued to stay on the train as they completely did their transition and all that? Because I used to save these cards from Boxycharm. And what I loved about these cards is when I said I saved them, it's a whole bunch of them here. And they went through so many different types. They had the little ones that you fold down into the 3. You know, I remember when they had the limited ones and the skincare ones. And then they had the big ones for the boxes, the bigger boxes, the Lux boxes. And I used to save all these things because we used to be able to review them and get points on them and blah, blah, blah. So long story short, I was a big fan of Boxycharm. And what I did appreciate about those is they would list the items. Like even on the smaller cards, they would list the items that you received. And then they would put the variation of it on there. So you knew exactly what your item was, what the cost of the item was, a little description of the item, and all that good jazz. So I really appreciated that about this. And I pulled all that just so you can see, guys, that I'm not new to the brand. And just a little backstory on Ipsy as to why I wasn't the biggest fan of moving over. It's because I did sign up for their glam bag. And I had it probably, I can't even remember, probably about a year. And I just didn't like getting sample sizes. That's just what the bottom line was. I liked the fact that Boxycharm was selling the full size items. And then they gave you options. You had the regular box and they came out with the premium box. And then every quarter you can go to the Lux box, which I love that. And then they had the takeover boxes that some of the ones that other companies used to do. So I remember we had a Fenty takeover box, all kind of brands. But I really did enjoy that. And then I liked shopping the add-on shops. So long story short, I decided after I ended, like I said, shortly after the merge almost completely finished. So it was around 23, the ending of 2023 is when I officially, unsubscribed because I wanted to see how the transition was going to be. And I didn't want to be part of it because I had a couple of things that I wasn't happy about. So I was like, I don't know where this brand is going. And like I said, I wasn't too much a fan of the Ipsy name itself. So I took a break from it and decided, you know, enjoy what I have at the moment. And if I ever decide to go back to it, I will. So March box, I was able to, you get 5 full-size items. I was able to pick 3 of those items. So I really appreciate that. And let me tell you the cost, because when we originally bought Boxycharm, the regular box, it was started out around $21, and then eventually it went up to around $25. So that was 5 to 6 full-size items. Then you had the premium box that had 6 to 7 items, and then you had your luxe box that had more. But anyways, this box was $32, so it's $32 monthly. And then I picked up an icon box, which I'll share that in my next video, which is similar to what the Boxy Luxe box, I'm assuming. And that was 65 bucks. So let me show you guys the 5 items that I picked, that I did receive. And I'll tell you which ones that I end up picking from the choices, the options that I was allowed to choose from. That were the 3 items. So the first thing is this Camera All Unique Beauty. It was 2 brushes. So I got, this was one of my pick items. I like the fact that it had the wooden looking handles. And like I said, I wish they would have put the cards in these. I guess they stopped doing that after they switched over to Ipsy. But this is the handles, what it looks like. Let me take these off. So they're, you know, synthetic brushes, but that's what they look like. And this one says Esther on it. I don't know if you can see the name. And this one says, okay, so this one just has their name, Camera All Unique. Nope, this one says Mary. So it's kind of cool that they got their brushes named different names. So Esther and Mary was in this box together as a duo. That was a pick item. And then this other item that's in here says it's from Shades by Shan. It's a brow gel and brow pencil duo. Some of the information on that. And it's in soft black. Now, when signing back up, I used a whole different email, anything, because I didn't want any attachment to my old information. And this, it gave you a beauty quiz for you to take. So I took the beauty quiz, and it asks you about your shades and your likes and your dislikes and all that good jazz. So your box is supposed to be curated based on the choices that you put in that quiz, which I really did appreciate. So this says it's a soft black, so I'm glad to see that, because sometimes one thing I could say in the past with Boxycharm is sometimes they just send a universal shade, and that didn't always work for everybody, you know. It's like toss it up in the air and see what works, and you go from there. But that looked like that. Let me see if that's let's see what the pencil side is. That's the pencil. It looks like it has one of those triangular looking shapes. You know what? And that looks like it just might work. But that's cool. Happy to have that. Excited. I'm really excited about it, to be honest, to see what things have changed and what I do like now. The next thing that's in here is the Misho Lip Balm Butter. We have a shade in here. It looks like it says Ajama. Lip Balm Butter. That's what the packaging looks like. Okay, so it has a little, it comes up in a little squeezy thing there. Let's see what that color is. It's just a nice light brown, nice looking light brown lip gloss. Says it's a lip balm, so it feels good. And it has a nice little sheen to it. Sheen is good. All right, so then the next item that I have in here, it is from 5 cents. It is a perfume in a travel size of 0.34 fluid ounce. It's called In Too Deep. Ignite your senses, own your energy is what the back says. And that's the back of the... And it says it has Tahitian vanilla, Italian bergamot, sparkling sugar, Australian sandalwood, and musk. So let's open her up and see what it smells like. That's what the packaging looks like on this. Oh, and it's a spray. It is a spray. Yay. You know, some travel size or roller balls, and some of those do well, and then some of them don't. So let's see what this... I'm just smelling alcohol right this second. Give it a second, because it did just travel. Now I smell vanilla. I'm just picking up on the sweetness and vanilla right this second. Okay, I get some of the bergamot, so I can see it's not a bad scent. I'll give it a wear test and give you my thoughts back on it later, but it's not a heavy scent, and then you do smell some of the vanilla and you do smell some of the bergamot. So all right, and then the last item is from Fenty Beauty. This was one of my choice items as well. This is the Fenty Cheats. Fenty Beauty Fenty Cheat Suede Powder Blush in the shade Lolly Poppy 03. And this is said to be like a vibrant coral color. So let me swatch that so you guys can see what that looks like. That's the packaging. That's the color. It's a pretty color. Nice. All right. So, all in all, how do I think about this box? I think it's a very good box. I'm happy with it. I am very happy with it. I got a perfume that I got to pick. I got a blush that I got to pick. I got some brushes that I got to pick. And then the lip balm look like a lip balm that I can definitely use and look like I will enjoy the formula based on how it's swatched. And then the brows, all items that I know will work for me. So I'll give you my follow-up thoughts on especially like the perfume, and then when I try on the actual brow and everything and how those brushes work. But other than that, I enjoyed the box, and so I'm very happy with it. They got here, it's about glam time. You treated yourself. I think that's cute. But so that was my Ipsy regular box, Boxycharm box. So this is the equivalent of what you would have gotten in your regular Boxycharm, if you remember that from the past. So I am very happy with that. And right after this one, I'll go ahead and film my icon box. And that one was Gabrielle Union. So she was the one behind that box. So I'll share what goodies came in that one. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.